Hello, good afternoon. It's the afternoon, isn't it? It is already. And welcome to Live with the Lambs on Thursday. We are back at Forge Mill Farm. Come and see who we were here with.
Hello, back here again. It's Alex here. We've also got our apprentices back again today to help us out, which is really good.
Fab. Say hi, Millie.
Hello.
And who's this?
Hi, I'm Corinne again from Discover Sandwell. Glad to see you again.
And I'm trying to turn it around so that you can see me as well. Hi, I'm Laura from the Discover Sandwell team too. Right, I'll show you back on the lambs. We're already saying good morning to Jack and Alice. Hi guys, nice to see you back here again today. And hello Dec, Craig and Tim too. Awesome to see you guys. Give us a shout, give us a comment, ask some questions, all that sort of thing. We'll give you a shout out if we see your name pop up. But we're just going to start with a little look at some of the lambs that we've got here in the nursery. Now, what sort of sheep are these, Alex?
So we've got in here, we've got some Shropshire Sheep. So that's the big ewes. They're called ewes. That's the mum sheep. And they are Shropshires. And they used to be a rare breed, but now they're not, which is fantastic news. And their lambs are Shropshire crosses with a Texel, which is a really cool sheep. And you can see them down here. You can see the cheeky number ones. They are going to be our lambs in the naming competition today. So we're going to hear all about who won and what names are going to be. Can you see them down there? They're the cheekiest lambs we've got so far. So there we go.
Lovely. Good morning, Josh and Matthew. And Jack and Alice just love seeing the lambs. I do too. And we're so glad we can bring the farm to you, even if you can't come and see us properly here. But we're so glad that you can come and watch us here as we are live on Facebook. We've got 19 people watching so far. This is amazing. Now tell us, what area of the farm are we in at the moment?
So we are in the experience barn. So have a look around. You might recognise it from when you used to come and visit. So in here, before lambing, would have been our goats and our alpacas and our rabbits, where you could come and feed them and to see them. So that's what used to be in here. But now we've got our ewes and lambs in here. And it's just the perfect barn for lambing. It's perfectly set up. It's got nice and airy open sides and loads of space for us to do what we need. So yeah, it's a fantastic barn.
Fab. I think we're saying hello to Laura as well. Give Laura a wave. And Logan and Clay.
Logan and Clay. Logan and Clay were here yesterday.
They were brilliant. So nice to see everybody again. So later on in our time today, we're going to be naming lamb number 1. Because who did we name yesterday, Alex?
We named lamb number 4. Who is
He's hiding.
See her mum there. If you go a bit closer, you were to see lamb number 4 and have a look on its side to see what the name might have been that was picked.
Oh, hiding away
see it?
here. We can see them.
That's lamb number 4, and the name that won the competition was Valentine. So we
So-
drew a heart on its side just for her. So well done, whoever's name that was.
Yes.
And we can't wait to see you here for your free visit. That'll be really exciting.
Yeah, Valentine is here with us. Hello, Frankie. Who else is here? Did the lamb give birth yesterday? Tell us.
Oh, it did. And actually, Millie, you helped deliver the first one, didn't you? So the lamb did give birth yesterday. We are going to go and see it in a minute. So make sure you stay on board and we'll go and see it in a minute. It's you, number 17.
Lovely. Hi, Zach. And hi, Charlie and Freddie.
Oh, wow,
So
many
great to
people.
see you.
And there's number 1 there having a big drink. So there we
Yeah.
are. You name lamb.
We've got twins naming today, but we'll tell you the names that have been voted for later on. What else are we going to do today?
So today we are going to spray some of our lambs with some numbers so that the ewes and lambs have the same number, so we know who's who. So we're going to be helping out with that. We thought perhaps Laura and Corinne could have a go at that a bit later. And we're also going to be putting in some ear tags, which you can see some of the lambs have already in here. And that's to help us identify them when they get older, when they lose their spray paint, because it doesn't stay forever. So that's what we're doing today.
Fabulous. Okay, what should we start with then? Where should we go first?
Shall we start with lamb spraying? What do you
Yes, let's go.
Alright, okay, let's head out of this pen then here, Millie, and we'll go and spray some lambs.
Let's go. Thank you very much. We'll see who we've got in here. This is number 14. and her 2 lambs. This here is number 17 who had her lambs yesterday. We saw her looking as though she was ready to give birth yesterday. And now the 2 lambs are here, which is very exciting.
She did really well. She was actually in labour for quite a long time. So we had to help her out in the end to get the second one out. But she did really good, and Millie helped her all the way, didn't you, Millie? You were here till the end of the day watching, so she did really good. And we're just keeping an eye on them to make sure they're getting enough milk throughout the day. But what we're going to do is we're going to head over to ewe number 15, a challenging number, to see if you guys can have a go at spraying it. What do you reckon?
Come on then.
So I reckon if Tom jumps in and grabs the lamb, that's it. And then do you want to do some spraying? Okay, I'll come behind here.
Okay.
Alright. So Tom's going to hold it. Try and hold it still. It's really tricky to do. And
I feel like a number 5 is going to be really tricky on a very small lamb.
Yep. And putting a 1 and a 5 together.
No pressure.
No pressure. Come on.
here we go.
Easy.
See if you can't read it. And don't wriggle it.
Oh, she started.
Good work.
she started
Number
quite-
1.
She started quite far back. Oh no. It's on the bum. Oh my goodness.
I've also got Tom's fingers.
Oh dear.
That's recognisable.
Sort of.
Good work.
Pretty good. Try
Number
the other side.
15.
Go on.
Both sides.
Yeah, both sides.
Start
Okay.
further back.
Yeah, start further back so you're not. That's it. Go on then. Oh, that's it. She's got it now. Oh, that's the best one
Yeah,
yet.
there we
Look at
go. Look at
Nice
that. Perfect.
Oh, go on then. Do the second one. That'll be good.
Perfect. The other lamb needs a number as well.
So the reason we do this is, sorry you can hear the sheep shouting, they must have lost their lambs for a second. But what we do is, we spray the numbers on the same number on the ewe as the lamb, so when they go out into the field, we know who belongs to who. So if we find a lost lamb, we can give it back to its mum. And then the different colours are also important. So we're using blue here because they're twins. But if you look in a minute at a sheep who's had 1 lamb, she'll actually have a red number. So there we go. Oh, good job, Corinne.
You have to forget my number 1.
Oh, it's a wiggly one.
That's more like 25. It's only number 15. Ah,
that's
good
fine.
work, Tom.
Nice one.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Nice
So
one.
there we
I've
go.
also sprayed Tom. Do I need to find his mum to spray?
Tom's got some paint on him too, but that's okay. That's okay. We've got a question. Jack says, when will the sheep get a haircut?
Oh, good question, Jack. So the sheep will get a haircut in just before the summertime, which will probably be, I don't know, June time, maybe a bit earlier. And we'll hopefully have an event on so you can come and watch it as well. But we cut their hair to make sure they don't get too hot and to make sure the flies don't attack them, which is a really dangerous condition. So we always have to shear the sheep just in case. So yes, there we go.
Perfect. That was a great question.
Good question.
Great question.
So-
We've also got people laughing at Kareen. That's fine.
Should we let you show you how the pros do it?
Yes,
1 million,
come on then.
Tom. Do you want to spray number 16s?
Okay, so number 16s also need spraying.
Challenging number also.
Yes, so in they go. Come and see number 5 here. We fed lambs number 5 yesterday. So check out that video if you saw that yesterday. Now keep your questions coming in. We love to see your questions.
Okay,
Here we go.
goes. Well, no pressure, Millie. What a pro. Look at that.
That's how it's done.
Good job.
Good work.
All right. Another one. Good job.
Nice one.
Perfect.
Does it like a pro.
Good job. Good teamwork.
Nice work. Nice
All right.
work.
Okay, so now they're sprayed up and we need to give them a tag next, and that's to help us identify them when they're older. So shall we tag these guys? Yeah, I'll get you the
Okay,
tag.
so we're tagging here. While we're doing that, we've got another question. This one is from Alice saying, how long will the lambs stay with their mums?
The lambs will stay with their mums as long as they until they stop needing milk, which could be as early as 12 weeks, it could be 16 weeks, and it also depends on how well the mum's doing, if she's in good enough condition. Good job, Millie, well done. So tagging is pretty much like having your ears pierced, and it's got our number on there, it's got our farm's number, so that anyone who buys this sheep will know where it's come from, and it's a legal requirement that we have to do. But it doesn't hurt them too much, just like having your ears pierced, really.
Lovely. Does the other one need it as well, or is it just the one?
Should we do the other one? I'll get another tag for them.
Get another one. I've got another question for you. This one is from Josh. Josh would like to know, how many lambs could a ewe have in her lifetime?
Oh, that's a tricky
Good question.
So,
How many ewes how many lambs can a ewe have in her lifetime?
So, a ewe will have sort of 2 lambs most times that she lambs, and she could lamb as many times as, I don't know, 6 times in her lifetime, because they don't live as long as humans. They're a bit like dogs, they have sort of sheep years as well. So yes, so she could have, 6 times 2? 12? Up
12.
to 12, maybe more lambs in a lifetime.
Nice.
So, yeah.
That's a lot of children.
Yeah, lots of lambs. Good question though.
Lots of...
Let's see
Right,
what
here we go.
can do. Okay. Perfect job. Ooh, well done. It's alright.
Well done.
And then we just check it can move around so it's nice and comfortable. And they're all happy. There we go. New earring for number 16.
Now, another question you might be able to answer while you're in there, guys, is how can you tell whether a lamb is a boy or a girl?
Oh, I'll leave that one to Millie.
You might want to show us.
Okay, do you want to pick these 2 up? I think these 2 might both be girls.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Yeah, so these are both girls. So you can see they've got 2 teats there, which is they're going to be their udders in the future. And they're also missing a crucial part that a boy would have. But let's find a boy and we'll show you the difference.
Oh,
I think these might both be girls.
okay. So that's how you tell that it is a girl. Hello.
Boys around. One of those
We're just
might
coming.
be a boy.
Hello.
I think one of them is a boy. Yeah.
Okay, keep your questions coming in. We've had some great questions so far.
And this one's a boy.
Okay.
You can see it's got all orange, but that's the iodine.
Oh.
So that's the difference between
So
the 2.
why have you put iodine on it?
Tom, what do you want to answer that one?
Being put on the navel, which is basically the belly button, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
stops infection going in for you.
Nice,
Do that.
keeps it clean.
Yeah.
There we go. So that's how we tell whether it's a boy or a girl.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice one. Any other questions we've got coming in, do share with us, do tell us.
So the next step in a lamb's life, after it's been tagged and sprayed, is to move into the nursery. So do you want to see that today?
Yes, let's
Okay.
move some lambs and their mum
Alright,
to the nursery.
Let's go with number 11.
Okay.
Okay, so Tom, do you want to go
It's time for number 11 to move into the nursery. Let's come and see number 11.
Over this side, that's okay.
Hello.
Okay. So number 11, it's got its tag, which you can see. And then we're going to come this way. Millie and Tom are just setting up the gates. And what normally happens is, if you stand the ewe up, she should run, and there's nowhere else for her to go if we set the gates up right. And the lamb should follow. Oh, sorry about the noise. We're nearly there. Okay, ready to go?
Okay.
All right, we'll let the ewe go. And do you want to follow on behind Laura?
Yeah. Up you go. There we go. Needs a helping hand. Just making sure they know who each other are.
The unconventional backwards.
Nice work. So now they are in the nursery with all their other friends. And lamb number 11 will go and be able to make some new friends with all the other lambs. Oh, and we can see Valentine here in front of us as well, because she's got a heart on her bum, so that we remember. And here are lambs number 1 and 6. Number 1's we're going to name later.
We've got a couple more to add to the gang if you want.
Okay, yes,
We'll bring
we've
them
got
round.
more that need to come in. So
We'll bring them round if you want to wait there.
I'm going to turn around.
Yeah, we'll throw around. So Mum's on her way now.
Okay,
Here come her lambs following her closely.
here we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh.
They're in their new home.
And what
There
they'll
they
do
go.
is they might have a little panic because they've never been out of their pen before, but as long as they remember their mum's voice, which they've learnt, they should be okay. So they look pretty happy there.
Yeah, they found Mum again.
All sorted. So the nursery's filling up nicely. But
Nice. So how many lambs have we got in here? Can anybody see? Can anybody count? I can see 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1 is just hiding all the way down here. 11. We've got 11 lambs already in here.
I've got a question for Alex.
Oh, come on then.
Do you count sheep to get to sleep at night?
Oh.
actually, I end up dreaming about the farm, which isn't helpful because you're at work all day and then at night all you dream about is sheep and everything. So no, counting sheep does help you go to sleep, but not in the daytime, I hope.
Oh.
Yeah.
But do the lambs only come during the day when they're born? And do you only have to look after them during the day? Or is it night time as well?
No, nighttime as well. So most of the lambs that have been born so far have been born at nighttime. I think the ewes must feel a bit safer maybe at nighttime, I'm not sure. But they're born in the early hours of the morning, so they've got the whole day to be alive before the nighttime again. So yes, it's a full-time job, this one.
Nice.
And we've got a few questions from people watching.
Ooh.
One of them is, how social are lambs? Do they like to play
Oh,
and make
yes.
new friends?
They definitely do. So in the evenings, what I'll do is I'll take a video tonight and we can post it on. But they run around in a big lamb gang. They run up and down over the bales in a big group while the mums are eating or sleeping. And sometimes they get told off by their mums because they're being too rowdy. But no, they do like to play and they love to sit on these bales. Can you see how that one's? I think that might be number 6 there, sitting on a bale.
And Matthew is asking, how much does a sheep eat each day?
Ooh, a sheep eats all of that hay there. She'll eat quite a lot of hay. We give them as much hay as they'll eat, really. So that's quite a bit. And then we also give them about probably 500 grams to a kilogram of food each as well, in their bowls, which you'll see. And we saw the food yesterday, so if you want to watch that video, we showed you the food yesterday. But yeah, that's how much they eat.
That's a lot. So a kilogram's like 2 bags of sugar?
Yeah, could be as much as 2 bags of sugar, yeah. We don't want to feed them too much before the lambs are born because the lambs get too big inside. But once they're born, we need them to produce lots of milk. So it can be anything up to that. But normally around sort of 800 grams we'll aim for.
And Sarah has asked, how old are the sheep when they get shaved?
Oh, yeah, so these guys will be, let's have a think, they'll be woolly enough to shear. Millie and Tom, do you think these guys will be woolly enough to shear this summer? Yeah? Yeah, they should, or next year. Depends how woolly they get, but the lesser long wools over there, they're super woolly, those sheep. So they might need shearing, but probably not till next year they won't need shearing again.
And Alice has asked, when does lambing start and end?
So, on a farm, if you were farming sheep more commercially, like a farm that grows lots and lots of sheep, you're probably lambing for about 8 weeks. And you can lamb any time from February to April. It depends where you are. If you've got a nice barn like us, you can lamb a bit earlier. but our lambing is actually 12 weeks long because we want to give you enough time to visit to see them all lambing. So yeah, 12 weeks long this time.
That must be very tiring for you, Alex, and the gang.
Yeah, the team, and we all get a bit tired towards the end, but we make sure we have lots of cups of tea and hot chocolate to keep us going, so we're all right, really.
And Sarah's asked, what do you do with the wool when you shave them?
Yeah, interesting question. So actually, wool used to be one of the reasons you kept sheep. It was for wool and for meat. But these days, people actually don't buy much wool, so it's not worth very much money. So we actually only shear them mainly for their welfare, for their safety. But we're looking to get more and more people to buy wool things because it's a really cool product. It's so environmentally friendly. It's really good at keeping you warm. So we do try and sell it, but we don't sell it for very much money. Just as much as it costs to shear them, really.
Yes, I've heard that it costs more to shear the sheep than to sell the wool from the sheep.
Which is a shame because it's such a good product. It's really, really insulating, and it's like, in terms of, instead of a plasticky synthetic product, this is so environmentally friendly. So yeah, we're pushing wool more and more. And the Leicester long wools, you can see them behind, they've got really special wool. They've got much longer wool. It's a different sort of feel to the wool, and that should be worth a lot more money. So we're hoping to find someone who wants to buy it. So if anyone wants to have some Leicester long wool in the summer, let us know, and we can sort you some out.
And it's important that we have uses for things like the wool from the Leicester long wools because they're a rare breed, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So rare breeds are rare because they actually didn't have very much uses. They became unuseful. So what we need to do as people who have rare breeds is make sure they have a use again. So we want the Leicester long wools wool to be useful and valuable, and we want these Shropshire sheep and other sheep's meat to be valuable so that they have a purpose, because if we didn't use it, we'd lose it.
And many of the people don't realise when they're visiting that a lot of the animals on Forge Mill Farm are actually rarer than a giant panda, aren't they?
Yes, lots of the animals, lots of the goats and our Boré sheep who will be coming in soon, the Leicester long wools, they are all so rare. And the trouble is, they don't have someone backing them. They don't have lots of people who want to sponsor a sheep like a panda. So we need to make sure we do it in different ways by buying wool and buying rare breed meat.
Nice. Lovely. Any other questions?
Yeah, we've had a couple, I think. One that we touched on yesterday, but we can perhaps go and visit her again, which is who's our oldest sheep.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
We'll perhaps go and give her some
Yes, we can.
a bit of food, because she's a greedy girl, isn't she?
Number 5. We'll go and visit her soon if you want. Yeah, she loves a snack, does number 5.
And Jack has asked, when do lambs and sheep start a family, and what age?
Yeah, good question. So it depends on the breed of sheep. So the rarer the sheep, normally they have to be a bit older because they're slower growing. But these guys could be in lamb, and it sounds very young, but as young as 1 year old. But remember, they're like dogs. They've got sheep years, like dogs have dog years. So it's not like a person having a baby that young. So yeah, it could be at 1 year old. They could have a lamb, or sometimes 2. It depends how well they've grown, really.
Nice, lovely. Let's go see sheep number 5.
Yeah, perfect.
You number 5.
All right, you guys head that way.
We'll go around this way. We'll go spot number 14 along the way.
Do you want to get some food out for number 5?
And number 12 is in here. And we'll see her little lamb is hiding down here, just having a snooze. And here is number 13. Ooh. And the newly labelled number 16s.
All right.
Nice, and here we go.
Here's number 5, our oldest sheep. She's so nosy. And we're going to give her a bit of a snack. So if you remember yesterday, number 5 doesn't have very much milk, so we've been feeding her lambs to help her out. But we think you're getting more and more milk every day, don't we? Oh, she knows the snack's coming. Here we go, Millie's just getting her some. Oh, look. And these are the food we were just talking about. They're the pellets. And they've got everything they need in them to help them make enough milk and to grow. And yeah, they're really good.
So they're a bit like cereal with multivitamins, I guess.
Yes, yeah, definitely. They are And then we just give them hay as well because they need the fibre to help them produce the milk as well. So yeah, lots of hay and a bit of food, but she loves food, number 5.
Now, when we come and visit the farm when it's open, we can feed the sheep as well, can't we?
Yeah, people love feeding the animals, and the animals love it when the people are here. And they definitely miss it, you know. We see them waiting at the gate for someone to walk past and give them a bit of a snack. So, yeah, they can't wait to have you guys back to feed them too.
So Alice has asked, do you help lambs if mummy hasn't got any milk?
Good question, Alice. So, yeah, this is a really good example. Can you see our sign here? This is to let us all know, the whole team, that this ewe hasn't got very much milk. And what we're doing at the moment is feeding them at 8 a.m, at 3 p.m, and at 10 p.m. at the moment. So we help her out by topping up the lambs. But she does have some milk. We think she's getting more every day, don't we, Millie? Mm-hmm. And so we help them out. But this number 5's being a bit cheeky. She's trying to jump on mum. But yeah, good question though. You finished your snack, number 5? Ah, perfect. Good job, girl. And number 5's got 2 ear tags. Can you see? She's got more than the other ones, and that's because she's a breeding animal, so she has to have 2 by law in case she misses one. And this one is electric, so you can actually just scan it with a scanner, and you know what her number is straight away. So it saves looking at it every time, which is good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's time to go and name 2 of our other lambs. Yeah.
Perfect.
We're naming today our first lambs to be born. They were born about 3 weeks ago now, do we think? 2-3 weeks ago. They are lambs number 1, obviously, because they were the first to be born. And they're currently sitting, maybe, we can't, no, that's number 6. They are currently on the bale over here. Okay. And so the names of these 2 lambs, you guys have all suggested your names, and then you voted for them in the last day. And so lambs number 1, they're really noisy, so I'm hoping you can hear me, because I want to announce that lambs number 1 look at number 7. Shush. He's lost mummy.
She's over here. Here she comes.
Here she comes.
Oh,
There we go. Don't panic. So lamb number 1, now that you might be able to hear me again. Now lambs number 1 are called Tom and Doris, and they're named after Sir Captain Tom Moore, who raised loads and loads of money for the NHS right at the beginning of our COVID lockdown. And the other one is called Doris, who is one of the Tipton twins, but she passed away sadly a couple of weeks ago. So we are going to remember them both by calling them Tom and Doris. That was suggested by Chelsea Cook. It was suggested by lots of people, but Chelsea Cook has won our competition. Chelsea, get in contact with us and we'll arrange your tickets for when you come and visit. But they've gone hiding out the way now.
they've run off now. The camera's shy.
Yeah, but whenever you come down, you will know that the number 1s are Tom and Doris, after Sir Captain Tom Moore and Doris, the Tipton twin. Right. Well, it's been lovely of you joining us today, but I think that's all we've got time for now. But we will be back tomorrow, 12:30 again, for our last Live with the Lambs of Springtime at the Valley. We will be naming lamb number 10. I've no idea where lamb number 10 is, but she'll be around somewhere. And you'll be able to vote for her name very shortly, so keep an eye out on Facebook for voting for the name of lamb number 10. Here's number 1s, Doris and Tom, with very waggy tails. What does a waggy tail mean?
That means they're having a nice drink. So we know as farmers, if they're wagging their tails, they're getting enough milk, which is great.
Yes, lovely. But we will see you back here on Facebook live again tomorrow at 12:30. Say bye.
Bye, see you tomorrow.
Say bye. Bye.